Hey foodie, so I'm gonna do another quick taste test. Let me show you something first. So this morning, after I had my tea, I had some toast, and I tried the Miyoko's cultured vegan butter, which is good. Justin liked it. It does have a little bit of a tang, or I don't know, there's a different taste to it, but it is kind of buttery. It's really good and creamy, and I know you can use it as a replacement like when you bake and cook and stuff like that, but I think for me, I would use this butter as like the butter I spread on bread and toast, like use it in the raw or whatever, and then just continue to use Earth Balance or whatever your vegan substitute is for baking, because I think this tastes better. Earth Balance tastes really good. We have Smart Balance right now or something like that, and I think this tastes better than that if I'm going to just put it like on a piece of bread and eat it. And I know a lot of you probably don't eat stuff like that, but I do, and it tastes good. So the other thing I wanted to taste today was the Miyoko's mozzarella cheese. And I had this big old thing planned. Well, that ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna taste it plain out of the package, and then I'm just gonna melt it on some bread and taste it melted, because I really just want to taste it, and I've had it long enough and I haven't tasted it yet. So let me get started on that. Alright guys, here's the package. Here's what it looks like. I got this while I was in Austin for my birthday. We went to Wheatsville Co-op, and they have so many vegan options there. Not just vegan options to buy, like, you know, to take home, but they also have like vegan food that you can buy there, kind of like Whole Foods does. So it's kind of a cool place to visit. And like I said before in previous videos, if we had one here, I would be shopping there like a lot. They have good options, and they have good prices, I think. So let's see if it smells like anything. Not really. Doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of smell to it. That's what it looks like. I just cut off the top. Looks like mozzarella. Slices like a fresh mozzarella. This is going to be similar to a buffalo mozzarella, if y'all have ever had that before. The one that's usually in like the in either like the little tub, usually like in a little tub that's in the liquid. So that's what this is going to be like. I just sliced off a nice little chunk. Alright, let's give it a taste. First bite has a mozzarella-y flavor. There's an aftertaste, and I'm trying to figure out what that is, because it's a recognizable flavor, but I can't place it. I don't know what it is, but I recognize it. It's gonna bug me. That is so gonna bug me. Oh well. Maybe I'll make Justin try it, and maybe he can tell me what it tastes like. Cold raw like this, it's alright. It's soft enough to where you could probably actually like smush it on a cracker. Probably not completely like spreadable like her other cheeses are. It's going to be more fun to try mixed with stuff, in my opinion, because I want to see, like, can I make a caprese salad, and is it going to taste similar, you know, once it has the tomato, basil, and the balsamic on it. So that will be a very good test. I just need to get some friggin' basil. I just keep forgetting to tell Justin to pick me up a basil plant at his work. You get a lot of basil on the basil plants at Trader Joe's, and they're usually a pretty good quality, and it's nice because they're still growing, so you could actually keep the plant and keep it growing, but I always end up killing them, so I don't even try anymore. I just pick all the basil off, and then I get rid of the plant. I know. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a piece of bread, and I'm going to toast this up and let it get all toasty and brown and bubbly, and then I will let you know how that tastes. That's what I'm excited for. Alright guys, I'm going to bake it up on some of this bread that I get from Costco. It's just some torta bread. I just get this big huge package for a couple of bucks, and then I keep it in the fridge so it lasts a long time, because it's super fresh. So if you keep it on your counter and you live in a place like Texas where it gets warm, It like molds within a couple of days, but it lasts forever in the fridge. So I'm gonna cut a slice of this open, put some of the mozzarella on it, and give it a quick melt in my toaster oven. I'm gonna try to show you real quickly without it dropping. So I put some good hunks of cheese on there. And you could season this. I'm kind of thinking about it. I think I'm going to put some seasoning on one and not the other just in case it doesn't work out. Alright, so at H-E-B we have this brand called Adam's Reserve, and they've got a bunch of different spices. And this one is the sun-dried tomato basil bread dipper. So what you're actually supposed to do with this stuff is mix it in oil and then dip your bread in it. And I don't do that. I just use it as a seasoning. So I'm going to sprinkle this on one of them and not the other and see how it tastes. And I will do a taste test for you in just a few minutes after it toasts and gets all bubbly and yummy. Do you know how incredibly sad I am right now? I dropped it. I'm so sad. I'm gonna cry. I still have one piece though. I need to save that one. Okay. Suck. So let me explain to you what I was trying to do. So I'm using my toaster oven and it wasn't browning like I wanted it to, like I've seen in other videos. So I was taking this spatula, my metal spatula, and I had this held under, like right up next to the broiler part. And then I was going to take a picture or video of me broiling it. So I reached for the camera, I pulled back, and I dropped the damn piece of thing. So, but I still have one. I have the one with the seasoning left. I'm so sad. Oh well, shit happens, right? Oh, whatever. Well, okay, it smells really good because it's got the seasoning on it. You guys can see that. I just don't want it to be too hot. I don't want to burn my mouth on the damn cheese. It's a little warm, so I'm sorry, Jenny. She's texting me right now, so I need to get back to her real quick. I'm actually going to let this cool down. I'm going to reply to Jenny, and then I will come back and do the taste test as soon as it's cooled down. I'm letting the piece that fell on the floor, the cheesy part, harden up a little bit so it'll be easier to clean. I am so bummed. Oh well, whatever. Alright, so I'm going to taste this in just a second for you. Okay, I'm going to go with that it's cool enough and hope that I do not like burn the roof of my mouth. So here we go. It's a little warm. It's very, 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 very creamy. What might be good is once you've got it to this consistency, you've got it melty and bubbly. You see it kind of like liquefies a little bit. It'd probably be a good idea to let it cool off and kind of recongeal again. Or if you're lucky enough to have a broiler where you can get like right under it, like put it right under it immediately, like right out of the fridge when it's cold, and hopefully it won't soften quite as much, but maybe it'll get bubbly on top. But I can see this being really good on a pizza, but it is not going to be the same texture as traditional mozzarella cheese. It's just not. Like I said, it's kind of liquidy, so it doesn't really stretch like a cheese pizza would, but it tastes really good. So they're good. It's a hell of a lot better than Daya, I'll tell you that. I would put this on my pizza any day over Daya cheese for sure. So I can't wait to do this when I can get Justin to try it and see what he thinks. And again, a mozzarella, if you guys used to eat mozzarella, never had like a big flavor. It was just like a creamy, salty yumminess, and it just melted really well. And of course, when it was on a pizza, it was covered in all kinds of other crap, so it tasted really good anyway. So this will give you that creamy, yummy thing that you might be missing on a pizza. And it melts fairly well, you know, not stringy, but gooey. So I would recommend this, especially for pizzas. Not yet for cold, but again, I said I do want to try it with like a caprese salad and see how that does. chop it up in chunks in like a pasta salad, maybe. I mean, you kind of have to try it. But once it's got other flavorings on it, it kind of takes over those flavors. So it's got this sun-dried tomato and basil flavoring on it, so it tastes really good. Kind of tastes like a sun-dried tomato pizza kind of sort of thing. And there's no sauce on it. And I'm not a huge fan of red sauce anyways, it gives me indigestion. So I usually put a pesto or something on. So, that all being said, after my little disaster over there, I would actually buy this again. Where I found it, it was $10.99, so it's not something I would buy very often at all. So, sorry, there's still some stickies on the floor. But this is a good treat. I think it would make a good pizza, and I would be really interested to see if anybody else has tried it, and what you've done with it, and what you've thought about it, and give me some ideas. And that's gonna be it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this taste test, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye!